I'll talk about protection. Our biggest protection is love. Our biggest protection is love, right? My late teacher, he referred to the way we help people because I follow his teachings. The way we help people is with our hearts, our minds, and our hands. That's why traditional heart medicine. He said, if you're a helper and somebody comes up to you on the street, I need help right now. Just wait, I'll go get my stuff out of the car. Or I got to go home and get my gear. Or can you help them right now through understanding? Right? That's heart medicine. You're able to help people in that moment. For us, we got to make our hearts massive. So we're going to do an exercise right now. Oh, if you're struggling with any type of lower vibrational energies, that's where you use that medicine to kick all that energy out. The sweetgrass is going to call in the positive helpers, right? So the equivalent to our ways on the coast here, the sweetgrass has the same properties as cedar bough. So light them both. Put that in the switch bowl, bro. So this is cedar bough, the green part of the cedar tree, okay? The cedar. So that's this has the same properties as sweetgrass and devil's club has the same properties as sage, but it's probably energetically you'll feel things moving off if you're sensitive to energy. So that's from a harvest a little ways back. It's not what I would consider safe for consumption, so I use it for a smudge, so it doesn't go to waste ever. All right. So if you're familiar with some of them and you only want to burn one, just burn one. Okay. But that's what I like to help people understand when it comes to smudging. All right. So our conversation, where were we at? Protection. Thank you. All right. So the top energy we can exist in is love. When we walk with love, we are in the best position to pray for others. And one of the tools that I use, it's like everybody take a deep breath. You don't have to close your eyes for this one. Just take a deep breath. Now one more deep breath, but at the height of it, hold your breath, and I want you to think of a moment in time where your heart was the biggest. It could be when you first held your child. It could be when you saw a loved one. Now you feel that energy in your heart. I want you to push that energy, make a great big bubble around you. Make that love energy bigger. Boom. And now that it's set at this distance from you, just leave it there. So as a helper, This is the energy that we enter when we help people. As an individual, this is the place I go to when I pray for others. Okay? So now you could close your eyes. Now I want you to picture 5 people that you love, that you want to send prayers to. Picture them smiling, happy, and healthy. Anytime we pray for people, we want to picture them at their strongest, at their greatest, right? And you could keep going. It could be more than 5 if you want. When our loved ones come to us in a dream time, our loved ones that have crossed over, they come to us and they display themselves at their strongest when they come to be with us. We want to do the same for those that we love. We want to picture them at their strongest. When we send energy to people, even if they're in a hospital bed, we do not want to picture them there, because we're not sending them hospital bed energy. We want to picture them vibrant. We want to picture them healthy. We want to picture them at their strongest. So this tool we call putting your heart in a good place. And this is the energy that we enter as helpers before we do work with people. This is the energy we go to when we start praying for people. Now, love being our biggest protection, I couldn't do this without those that walk with me. I couldn't do this without my family supporting me. I couldn't do this without my spiritual team supporting me. I couldn't do this without the people who I walk with, which are most of you guys. I couldn't do this without your love. Even if that love is the love for the work that I do. It doesn't have to be individual love. It could be the teachings. It could be the ceremonies. It could be the harvesting, right? There's all kinds of ways that you're inspired to walk with me. But that's protection. You're protecting a connection you have with me, so that I can extend my love to those that I work with directly. So when you get on this journey, you start walking in the good way, the best thing you could do is start being better to those around you. To those that are already with us, right? It doesn't mean we have to change who we are to everybody. Just do nicer things. Just be better people towards them. Just be of service to them. Because we can't take those connections for granted when we're on our healing journey. You know what I mean? These things are the things that make us who we are. All of these connections we have, they're sacred, they're important, they're value. Even if they're not good connections anymore, where's the lesson in that? What are we supposed to learn from that connection? Everything is our teacher. Everything. Even the harshest of life moments, that's our teacher. What am I supposed to learn from that? What am I supposed to get from that so that it doesn't happen again? How do I correct my reactions going forward? How do I limit my time in those spaces? These are all choices we have. These are all things that we have in our control. An important understanding too when we embark on our healing journey is to not take ownership of other people's actions. By not taking ownership, we're not going into low vibrations over their words, their behavior, their thoughts towards us. We have I'll explain it the way that my late teacher showed me. He said, there's somebody on the other side of the street from you. And they're making all these comments. They're making all these gestures towards you. They're basically being nasty towards you. He said, you have an option to go across the street and pick up their shit and walk it back to your side of the street and put it down. That's what taking ownership is of other people's actions. When we are exposed to this stuff, we can observe, okay? We have a choice to observe in that moment. I see what's happening and I'm going to leave it there. That's not for me. My side is good. That's the way I want it, okay? So you're going to get to a point on your healing journey when people are being ugly towards you, you can understand that they're only showing you how to pray for them, that's all. They're showing you where their understanding is lacking, that's all. Okay? So you have control over your side of the street and that's it. That's the only focus. All right? So we're doing the hard work right now, which is the healing aspect. We're looking at all of that stuff. We're dealing with all of the things that don't make us feel good. That's the hard part. The first people to benefit from us doing the hard part are those that walk with us, our families, our friends, our loved ones, our colleagues, our co-workers. They're going to feel it way before we feel it, because all we feel is like we're navigating these rough waters, and it's still going to feel rough until it smooths out. But in the meantime, the people that are beside us, they'll be like, I'm not on eggshells anymore. I could be myself. I could say things without being reprimanded. I could do things without being reprimanded, right? So this is what it means to do the work. We're tackling the hard topics so that others don't receive the venom that we've created from those things being inside of us. Okay? So the people that benefit are the ones around us, the loved ones, the ones coming up, right? The young ones. They're not going to see this cycle that we're exposed to because we're breaking it. They're not going to be raised in these energies. And that has to be an intention. That has to be done with permission. That has to be done with gratitude, because if we don't stay grateful for all of these hard lessons that we're given, we're just going to sink right back into that low vibration. It's important to create a network when you're healing. These are my people. These are the ones I trust. These are the ones that can hear me. These are the ones that can understand me. These are the ones that have been through what I've been through. Because healing can happen on your own, but it could be sped up with help. Especially when you start including spirit, it's going to move faster. We have to be open to all of the guidance that comes. It could be a commercial on TV. It could be a song. It could be overhearing someone else talking, right? It could be kids that play. There's all kinds of ways that these messages are going to come to us. We have to be open to them.